Why are CEOs and senators dumping billions worth of stocks? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. As you can see here, I have a Mexican Libertad, because many people want to correct me. And of course, next to it, I have a Mercury dime from 1919. So this right here is a 2017 Mexican piece. And when I say Mexican piece, these are the best Mexican pieces to be buying right now if you're serious in this silver game. These Libertad coins are cherished by collectors worldwide due to their limited mintage and artistic appeal. The coin's intricate value, complemented by their historical significance, makes them a tangible asset for those looking to diversify their portfolios. Keep it more versatile, change it up. Don't keep it all the same. Add some spice. But I'll tell you this, not only do these add spice, these enrich your stack by far. Like, if I could have more of them, I would. And it's like, if it was up to me, if somebody gave me a lot of money, I won a lot of money, I made a lot of money, it would all go to these. Like, these are by far my favorite, and I know that there are a lot of other people's favorite. These coins, of course, they exude pride from the winged Liberty design on the obverse to Mexico's coat of arms on the reverse. Mexican Libertad coins are amongst the lowest mintage government-issued silver coins in the world, making them ideal for investors looking for pieces that will surely increase in premium through the years. It's a for sure thing. That's one of the reasons why I like to stack them. And when I say for sure, of course, yes, nothing is for sure. I don't want to be misleading here. But it's like, if I'm going to bet my money, and I'm very strategic how I gamble and how I move my money, it would be most definitely in these Mexican pieces, without a doubt. Real quick, folks, before I continue, I do want to give out a shout out to Veritas Files. This is one of my loyal subscribers. They generally always they hit me up like constantly, and I always want to shout them out, but I don't want to also annoy the audience. But I love what they say practically, 100% of the time. So anyways, this is a comment that they made last night. Again, this is Veritas Files. People who are not preserving the value of today's dollar in real money are setting themselves up for a very difficult future. It will either be a future of back-breaking labor just to get by, or it will be a future of horrendous poverty and want. Fully 50% of my stack is 90% constitutional, so I have just under 200 Franklins in all of the various years. In any case, anyone stacking silver would be a fool not to stack some of the 90%. They will never make it again, and so even common date coins will hold within them some collectible or numismatic value eventually. Man, that is Veritas Files. I totally agree with what you're saying, and that is phenomenal that you have almost 200 Franklin half dollars. That's crazy. I did the math real quick in my head. You got at least $3,000 just in Franklin half dollars. Those are half dollars. You got $3,000 right there, more than likely. You did say a lot right there, and that's why I had to break it down. I had to summarize what you were saying. But no, you're surely on the right track. And yes, with the way things are going, it's a future that is not bright. It's a future that is going to be very problematic, very complicated, much more than it is today. If you think today's complicated, it's going to get even worse. So of course, going back to what I said in the beginning of this video, we need to pay close attention to all the hints that we're getting now. CEOs and senators dumping billions worth of stocks while the markets hit record highs. Keep that in mind. They're cashing out while the markets are hitting record highs. What a coincidence, right? Not. They're not the only ones who are cashing out. In 2013, a record number of Americans pulled money out of their 401ks through a hardship withdrawal so they could keep spending. More people were pulling money out of their 401ks last year to fund their expenses than in 2008 during the Great Recession. What's interesting about the gold silver rush and Bitcoin rush is you have two sides. Bitcoin people who hate precious metals, and precious metals people who hate Bitcoin. As you know, I have both. I own both. Precious metals people and crypto people worry about the same thing, that the US dollar will eventually lose its value. So in turn, they're protecting their money. They're turning to the right hedges. Silver and gold have been used as a hedge to protect wealth from the beginning of time. It's time tested and proven, and people know that precious metals are valued all over the world, in every nation practically. And I want to say in every nation, they are valued. But Bitcoin is a new monster, and it's booming like crazy. And whether you want to own it or not, its potential on the global scale is immense. It's touching all sides at this point. So when I buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin, I don't look at it as an investment, but a way to save and grow hard-earned money. Because money, I'm telling you now, folks, is not easy to make. When you're making it residually, yes, it's easy. When you're gambling, sure, it's easy. But when you are working for it, when you have to clock in, when you have to be there, I don't care if you have a degree. I don't care if you make $250,000 a year. I work with people who make more than that galore. They're working. They're busting their butt. So at the end of the day, you know, I look at so many young adults who say they want to invest and get rich, yet have every excuse in the book as to why they haven't started buying precious metals or cryptocurrency. It's too risky right now. Yeah, the reality is it's always risky. So don't hate on others for taking a chance you were afraid of. The successful, the rich, they embrace risk. Strategically, of course. Strategically. Risk is essential if you want to scale your net worth. And listen to what I'm about to say, okay? Listen to this. Time in the market beats timing in the market. Warren Buffett, multi-billionaire, one of the richest. The purchasing power you have today is false because the dollar is issued by an insolvent entity. If we managed our financial affairs the way the federal government and Treasury did, we'd all be in prison. G. Edward Griffin was absolutely correct in his book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. It was a plan that started over 110 years ago to bankrupt the United States. I own that book. And one of these next videos, I will discuss it more. But real quick, before I forget, look at that. You can see it clearly. 1919 Mercury dime. Look at that. 1919. These 1919 Mercury dimes had a mintage just under 36 million. So it's like, man, a boatload of these were minted. But it's like, consider this. This was a long time ago. Millions of them have been melted. Millions, and I mean upon millions, have been melted. These are one of the most popular U.S. mint offerings, the Mercury dime, which was minted through the early parts of the 20th century. These coins are extremely popular amongst collectors and are constantly, and I mean constantly, being sought after. I seek them. The 1919 edition especially being one of the first around. So this is a prized gem. In circulated condition, these sell anywhere from $3 to $40. Of course, in uncirculated condition, pristine condition, these can sell for over $3,800. But yes, 1919, my only one. Folks, just want to thank you for joining us for another episode of Silver Dad Knows. I believe this is our 60th episode. I started this channel a little over 2 months ago, and it has had, just great growth. great support. I'm having so much fun doing this. I'm buying more silver. I'm stacking more silver. And I love it because this is my passion. This is my investment. This is my money. So as always, folks, this is Silver Dad Knows. Thank you so much for joining us. And happy Easter. I may not do a video tomorrow, but happy Easter and God bless you. God bless your households. God bless your family. God bless America.